Hi all of you. I want to share with you an encouragement from the Bible, looking at a story that we get towards the end of Luke's Gospel. We come into the story where there are two men walking home and they're really upset. And as we read on, we discover why. It's because they've been following Jesus, but they just saw him get killed a few days ago. Of course, we know the story now, 2,000 years later, and well, Luke has just described it to us in the pages before anyway. But Jesus rose again after his death. But these two guys, they don't know that yet. They don't. So as they're walking on their way, they believe he's dead. But then we get this story. A man comes up to them and he asks them what's wrong. So they start telling him. They tell him all about Jesus' ministry, how they had followed him, and how he had ended up being killed. And it's here, it's in this place where we get three of the most upsetting words you will read in the whole of the Bible. And trust me, that's up against some serious competition. You know, these words, these are really upsetting things. So you won't want to sit down for this one, like this is going to hit you. There's three words I'll tell you. We had hoped. Does that not hit you? Does that not hit you so badly? Can you think of three words that you would least like to hear from a friend? We had hoped. But I'm struggling to think of anything worse that anyone could ever say. They had placed so much hope in Jesus, and he, it seemed to them, had let them down. But as Luke continues telling his story, we learn that the man that they're speaking to is actually the risen Jesus all along. They were right to place their hope in him. He was alongside them when they needed it the most. And I think that should ring true for you as well. What do you go through your life hoping for? Trusting in him that he would make it happen, that it would go all right, and then it doesn't. What were you looking forward to this year before coronavirus put us all into lockdown and stopped everything? How was that sentence end for you, I wondered? I had hoped... fill in the blank. But that's the thing, right? What Jesus does in this story, he does for us too. I want you to take some encouragement from it. Do not lose hope that you might have placed in things with Jesus, because he cares for you. He loves you, and he is walking beside you just like he was for these two men. So guys, do not lose trust that you might have placed in him just because of coronavirus or whatever else is going on in your life. He loves you, and he is walking beside you during this time and forever.